Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at. This is the weekly market report for Montgomery for the week ending Sunday, January 3rd, 2021. I'm glad that it's 2021 now because I never have to start. Now I can stop writing 20 in front of the last two digits because of fear that someone's going to change up my date on my documents. I don't know. I never really understood that concern. But in any case, now we can just write 21 and be lazy because that saves us a lot of time. In any case, so the market report, 4+ bedrooms available. There are 338 on the market. That's down 17 from last week. That is a 6-week trend of continuing declines. Nothing too unexpected there because of the seasonal slowdown. I can attest that we are in a seasonal slowdown. The market is just almost stopped. People are holidays. I don't know what to tell you. 3 bedrooms. There are 329 available, which is down 4. Also, a 6-week trend. And 2 bedrooms are down. 2 bedrooms. There are 50 available in the Tri-County area, which is down 4. Now, this is the first time that it's been down in the past couple of weeks. Yeah, I don't know. Not much to say about that, but there is a slowing trend. New listings, 64 came up over the last week, which is 7 less than the week before. That is a 2-week trend of decreasing number of listings as less and less people are putting the houses on the market. Maybe they're just not looking to move, or maybe they're just waiting for the market to heat back up, which it will in about February when tax return checks start coming in. Then that's where people's down payments are going to come from, and that's when things heat up, literally heat up. You know, the mornings here, Montgomery's beautiful this time of year. It's cold in the mornings. You know, you wake up and it's in the 30s, occasionally in the 20s, but by the end of the day, height of the day, it's, it's 60 degrees and sunny, and you don't feel like you need to wear your jacket anymore. It's wonderful. I love it. Price decreases. There are 43 over the past week, which is 10 more than there were the week before. That's a 2-week trend of increasing number of price decreases. No real surprise there. And then weeks of inventory. Okay, there's a little caveat with this one. Total weeks of inventory, 2.92, which is an obscenely low number. You know, we've been flirting with the high 3s and the low 4s in weeks of inventory, but dropping below 3 is weird, and here's why. Because at the end of the year, there were a lot of expireds, a lot of listings expired, and so that number in the calculation was a lot higher, abnormally high than any other week. You know, it was at 115, whereas normally you have about 15. And so when the denominator rises, that makes the actual result, the quotient, decrease significantly. And so 2.92 is an artificially low number. We don't have a whole lot of inventory. I mean, there's no doubt that the market is high. There's just not a lot of inventory, but 2.92 weeks is not accurate. And so we'll have a better accurate reading at the next week when the new data comes out. But I figure the inventory is probably around a month. All right, so because it's the beginning of the month, we also have some monthly data. So for December, the average day on the market was 55, which is an increase of 4 days over November. In November, it only took 51 days for the average house to sell. This time, in December, it took 55 days. Expected. Nothing unusual there. The median price is $169,500, which is a decrease from November's result by $10,000. So we're seeing the houses coming on the market are not as valued. They're you would say that it's because people and realtors know about the seasonal slowdown, and so they're not going to inflate the prices. But actually, it's probably just about the quality of the house and the type of houses that are coming on the market. Because even though you know there's a seasonal slowdown, you still think that maybe buyers are going to be thinking it's really hot and paying some inflated prices. But yeah. All right, and then the ratio of the closing price divided by the list price is hovering at 99.3%, which is the exact same number that it was at in November. And this is, I mean, it surprised me. I thought there was going to be a drop because of the seasonal slowdown, but there wasn't. You know, houses are still selling at asking price. It's really quite amazing. And so even though the seasonal slowdown is upon us, we're still seeing that prices are still maintaining and pretty high, and I think a lot of that's because we all know that it's a temporary blip, and come February, March, when the weather heats up, this market is just going to explode again. And so, if you are an owner of a home and you are thinking about selling, I might suggest waiting just a little bit. If you put it on the market right now, there aren't as many people out there willing to take the chance. There aren't as many people shopping, and you might just sit a while. So if you want to list now, go ahead and list now, but be prepared to wait a little bit longer than if you were to list in February or March. If you are a buyer, buy now, because prices and bidding wars, multiple offers are going to be back as the norm and the standard in just a couple of months, maybe in just a month. And so this is your opportunity to try and sneak in and steal some of these homes, especially people who listed around Thanksgiving, and they might be tired of carrying the house and wondering what's going to happen. You might be able to sweep in and grab one for a steal compared to what it would have been 3 months ago and what it's going to be in a couple months. Maybe get some immediate market equity, probably not enough to cover the closing costs, but nonetheless, it's still buy now. If you're thinking about buying, buy now. This is a great time. All right, so that's the market report. I will talk to you again next week. I've got some other stuff that I'm going to put up later this week. Hopefully it's interesting to you, but stick around, find out. If you think that what I did here today added some value, was interesting to you, then hit the like button. Let me know, let other people know, let the algorithm know that this was useful, and it helps me out a lot. Plus, it makes me feel better when I can come home at the end of the night and go, look, I got some likes, and the 7-year-old is very happy for me. Penelope loves to see that I'm getting some traction online. And hit the subscribe button if you want to see some other stuff coming from me. All right. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments. Otherwise, I hope you have a good one. I love you. Take care.